also I'm working on some new music. And I just want to put on here, like, because I'm also working on, like, not a video, but a project that's gonna represent, like, basically like a metaphor. Most of my artwork is abstract, so, because I don't like I said before, I don't know if I posted that video, I don't like things that are right in front of you, because that's not what it is. Usually life is very, like, everywhere with what it's trying to, like, I describe all my stuff in an abstract form because I feel like life doesn't present to you in one form. It could be whatever you energies were there that day, and also whatever, you know, physically it demonstrated, which is not always the case of what's really going on in life. There's people like to hide shit, and like some people don't. That's why I said, like, life is very abstract. So I'm making like a little video for the song that I'm working on. The song is in Spanish. But it's about product. It's about, like, me being used as a product. You know, with my family, the hacking, like, eventually I just felt like I was just, like, something, you know, that they put out there to convince people of certain identities that they wanted to pursue. But anyways, so I came up with this video, and it's about how something physically took place in my life that helped me realize that I am basically like a product to my family and people around me. They don't see me as something that feels, they see me as a way to convince people, just like people use products to convince people of, you know, their success or their money making, whatever the case may be, is always something about gains. They're trying to gain something. They're not trying to do it unconditional. So for me, I feel like a product. So for the longest, I've been feeling that way. And finally, I went to a place physically that made me feel that way, which obviously is a mall. I went to a mall recently just to hang out and check out, you know, whatever clothes is out and whatever. And obviously, they're products. And as I was on my way back with my bike, I was like, yo, I feel like that. Like, I'm basically a presentation of something, but of what other people mouth me to be, but they don't let me be voiced. So I'm a product. I'm a product to them. My voice doesn't matter. So that's where the song came, that the chorus basically goes, I was a product of their, I was just a product of their encanto. I don't know how to say that in English. Of their, you know, what made them feel great, of what made them feel like, I have to look that word up in English. But I was just a product to them that amused them or made them feel a good energy, basically. And the song is describing how, but they wanted to see me suffer. They wanted to see me cry, even though I was a product for them. Because they didn't care. They didn't see me as something that feels. They saw me as something that friends and family, everybody that stole my music and they were just around me for benefits, they just saw me as a way to have success, or as a way to, whatever the case may be, negative energy towards my life. So I basically made up those lyrics, and then I have like this song interpreting, but there I met, you know, my emotions again. In a place like that, I met what really matters to me, which is actually, sexuality means a lot to me, because like I said, that's a high shock. I believe in chakras. I believe that we have different levels of energy, that our mouth brings out energy, our eyes brings out energy, takes in energy. And obviously if you're making love to someone, that's the highest energy you could receive. and give, depending of your intention, of course then the heart will come first, and the way you process that thought, heart, then that chakra. But emotions, thoughts, emotions, then that chakra. But I feel like emotions is the fastest way we receive, when we're feeling things out. As a kid, like, you want to touch everything. That's the fastest way to receive, besides your eyesight. So sexuality means a lot to me, and it's been taken advantage for a while as well, through family even. And so the song came out about that, when I was like basically just putting myself out there to talk to women and stuff like that, kind of feeling myself out in that area. And I decided to put, like, my video is gonna be, it's gonna have like products, and then it's gonna have like little, you know, calling my music out for what it is, because my family's been stealing it for so long. So I'm calling out my music for what it is. It's a product. It's not, it doesn't feel. So for them to consider my music to be more valuable than me, because that's basically what I've seen, that my music goes out there, people steal it, they enjoy it. But I get belittled, I get betrayed, I get talked about for being part of the LGBT community, as of I'm not human, which is crazy. But the video is basically pursuing my passion, which is, like I said, I put women in there as for like representation of sexuality, and not to degrade it, but to call it out as powerful and something sacred. And even if you're putting your sexuality out there as art form, people shouldn't belittle that. But yeah, so the video is gonna have like my songs are gonna be like a piece of like clothes at a mall. I'm gonna be like at different areas, like in product places, like a mall, outside of a store. It's gonna have like it's gonna start with like the sign open, like as if it's a store with then it's gonna have like different products representing my 4 songs, like a perfume representing rose petals, my song Rose Petals, Pétalos, and what else? So I'm gonna do that. Then it's gonna have like some parts is gonna have like happy hour in the back, just signs like from, you know, products, basically places where they sell products, whether it's food, whether it's whatever. But I'm gonna be like, okay, you wanted to steal my shit, but I'm still living it, basically. And then I'm gonna have like me with like, you know, representing my strength and where it comes from. Like I said, my art, my strength comes from, it doesn't come from that, but that's, you know, part of, you know, my stronghold that keeps me going is my art, and is basically my sexuality. I like to explore that. I'm a very physical person because I'm a physical learner. I never captured things easily unless it was like a demonstration. So for me, like, you know, putting little glimpses and pieces of what I'm saying, is easier, and expressing myself physically is funner for me for some reason. But yeah, so it's gonna have like glimpses like that into what the art means that I'm trying to put out there, what the song is saying, the lyrics are saying. And then you know, connect. To me, the fun part about, you know, me not just exploring my sexuality through my art, but like with women and meeting women, the fun part is actually knowing them and seeing where they came from. So that's another reason that inspired me for this song, like getting to know women and having fun with my, you know, what I'm attracted to. Instead of feeling like I'm trapped with my family, you know, rejecting all these areas of my life that are my depths, are the depths of who I am. But yeah, I'm very proud of this song. I'm very proud of these lyrics. They're deep. They're not just fun and sexual. They're actually talking about deep emotions that I've been going through. A lot of aggression is going to be expressed in the lyrics. So I'm excited. Of course the signs in the video are not going to be representing what it is. It's a metaphor. Like, let's say happy hour is going to be a metaphor of like when I'm chilling with a girl, or just being sexual with a female, having fun. For me, passion is very important. That's a big part of my life, which is the reason why I love dragons. I love dragons since I was like in my early 20s. It represents passion for me. It represents like, what are dragons full of? They're full of fire. They're full of all that, you know, energy of like, they go alone. When you see a dragon, you don't see something that is whatever. And to me, fire is like, to be full of fire is to be full of passion. The idea kind of came from my religious background. Like, they say the Holy Spirit is a fire source for them, passion. But for me, like, I was just like, no, that's like kind of like being a dragon. Dragons are full of fire. They're full of, they symbolize passion. They symbolize success for me, protection. But yeah, that's kind of where that idea came from. So it's gonna be, like I said, there's gonna have like sneakers, it's gonna have like little random shit like sneaker shirts, products, signs that represent where products are. Happy hour, opening, closing. And then like for me, there's gonna be the end of the video is gonna have like, instead of a sign saying it's closed, it's gonna close. Yeah, it's gonna close the store, but it's gonna represent, okay, that part of my life is closed with my family, with my friends, with every single enemy of mine put me out to be, like a product, is gonna be closed. But it's gonna have closed, and then it's gonna like glitch the end of it into being close to someone. So it's gonna add being close, and that stays, that remains, being close. And then like the glitch of closed is gonna like go away, the stores, the products, all that weird shit, you know, of like, it's not weird because we all like to buy things and everything, but I always used to buy things to give it symbolism, to provide strength for, you know, what I represent in memory, my memory process. Because like I said, I'm a very physical person. I receive things by having a physical demonstration. So yeah, hopefully I explained it good. If I didn't, like when the video comes out, you'll be able to like enjoy it, and the songs and the lyrics, mainly the lyrics. To me, the lyrics are very important. The main, basically like the spine of my product is the lyrics, my artwork, not my product. Now I'm calling it product, but it's not a product. My artwork is, like I said, is something that I take very serious, and my family turned it into something disgusting. Cause I know they're lying to me. They're my brother's stealing, hacking my phone and all that shit, just so he could steal my lyrics. It's not something new. They try to do it to my face. They try to steal my art before. I said this many times in the channel. They try to steal my 3D artwork, so I don't even draw no more. I just spend time working on my music until I can get out of, you know, the situation. But yeah, subscribe to the channel if you like it. If you don't care. I like it. And help it grow. If you really like my music, it's on here. It's on the playlist. Legions of Women Save Me. Check it out. Like and subscribe. It really helps. Another thing that I noticed, because one of my producers, not my producer, but a person that's been helping me that produced one of my songs, told me that the way that people could get views is if they already have numbers. I hate that system. I want to talk about that, because I'm the type of person that I like indie music. I like like anything that is not known. I want to discover it. I don't want to just hear something because, oh, this has more numbers, I'll listen to that. Which is basically how this world is run. Like, you don't want to check out shit because it doesn't have publicity, because it doesn't have like that whole pop culture thing going on where it's like everywhere already. If you want to listen to mainstream things, or like just want mainstream things, like, you're really shortening your I don't even know how to explain it. You're just basically like, to me, that's just not who I am. I don't like shit like that. Like, I love shit where it's like unknown, like, even if it has numbers or not, if it sounds good, I'll listen to it. But we're living in a culture where they won't even click on something and they're like, oh, that doesn't even got followers. But they would then like something even if they don't like it, just because somebody else likes it. Which I want to mold shit out of that. Like, I'm gonna change all that shit. Especially because the people that are on top, in case y'all didn't know, they're disgusting and they're deceiving you. Like, a lot of these people just start off by selling drugs. Then they get into weird occult shits and stuff like that. They touch kids. They do all this shit. And 100% they do. I met a lot of people that confess to these things. And my brother is actually in that shit. He's not high occult or anything like that. But he's in that shit. He does shit for, like, occults to get numbers, to get friends, to get jobs. Because this is even in low society. You don't have to be a celebrity for these things to occur to you. But when you are a celebrity and you're that successful, the ones that I know, they're disgusting. And look up facts. There's facts everywhere. They touch kids. They do things just to get views. And I've noticed this. I thought it was just in the English culture. It's also in the Spanish culture. All these niggas are freaking disgusting and they're deceiving you. Like, all these new trap artists, reggaeton artists, they're all deceiving you. They're disgusting. And I know by experience that they are not what they say they are. They're just fucking gross people who don't. They just touch kids. They do shit in secret so they could get money from the government to get position.